At Compassionate Leaders, we build psychologically safe teams. Psychological safety is the bedrock of high-performing teams. What it really does is give people the confidence and the safety that your team members won't be punished or humiliated for sharing ideas, for perhaps speaking up with questions, for raising concerns or admitting mistakes. It's freedom to take risks, challenge the status quo, and really engage in open and honest conversations without any fear of retribution. In essence, it's unlocking your team's full potential. And I know that that's, a little bit jargony, but we all understand that compassionate leadership is the way to really grow and sustain a healthy business. But actually, what most people miss is that the fundamental thing that you need to do within compassionate leadership is foster an environment of psychological safety. And that is where we come in. So we work with organisations that perhaps are feeling like there's too much office politics. Maybe people are lacking in motivation. Perhaps you've got managers with their own agenda and they struggle to pull everybody together for a shared goal. What building psychological safety in your team does is huge. It improves things like happiness and well-being at work. It enhances staff satisfaction. It improves communication. It heightens team results. You will see less staff turnover and better retention rates. You will see an improvement in staff sickness. You will see things like improved trust and actually really a real sense of people working together to problem solve, to share in achieving results and really empowering each other and pulling each other along. I would love to work with you to assess the psychological safety of your team. If you are interested, I just will quickly tell you how that process works. So first of all, what I usually do is jump on a call with usually the team leader, perhaps the manager or a director of HR, or even sometimes the CEO, depending on the size of the organisation. And we look at what your current challenges are. What problems are you facing and how are people, what people's mood like? How are people interacting and what's going on? And what we then do is look at running a workshop where we start to build trust. We start to build communication. And it's not the sort of cheesy, let's all fall back with a blindfold on into each other's arms kind of team building, but we'll get together and have real conversations in a room. Before the event, I always do a pre-event questionnaire, and that's completely confidential. And it allows me to get a little bit of a feel for what people really think, because often there's a barrier between what people think and what people are willing to share in front of others. So we look for themes in that, and I will present the themes back to the team leader or the manager on a non-attributable basis, so it's completely confidential. And then we will use those themes to support our workshop. During a workshop, we will build trust, we will start to communicate effectively, and we'll introduce the concept of constructive challenge. So that's how to really say what you think, but in a respectful way. And you'll find that there are generally, it's kind of a bit of a spectrum. The two ends of that spectrum are you have people who are aggressive, who overshare, who very much embody this sort of Hollywood boss, big bad boss. And we need to sort of tone that down a little bit. And equally, you may have people that are absolutely terrified of conflict, very agreeable, very willing to let anybody do their own thing, and equally not put any kind of boundaries in place with that. So we'll run a workshop where we tie all of that together and create a team charter for you. And this is a charter that allows you to celebrate what's currently working well. It also allows you to look at what things need to improve and how to go about doing that. So you'll come away with some real tangible actions, some really committed staff who have all signed up to do this. You've got a charter document that becomes a working document that allows you to continue this process. And of course, I don't just leave you hanging there. We make sure that we put in follow-up meetings where we can work out if there's any extra support that you need. That might be one-to-one coaching. It might be some one-off training. It might be that you want to send all of your managers on a leadership development program. So that hopefully gives you a bit of an oversight of what psychological safety is and how we might be able to help. If you are interested, do feel free to get in touch. You can find many get in touch buttons on the website, or you can email me at hello@hayleygillard.com. Chat soon.